Hey, welcome back to Living Dayton. We're back with Laura here from Raise Your Brush, and we are going to actually doing the wood pallets this time around. So not actually raising our brush, we have something else that we're using for this.
Okay, so we're going to be raising our cosmetic sponges because that's what we use for the stenciling. You can, of course, buy fancy, expensive stenciling brushes, but we like to keep it nice and simple at Raise Your Brush, so this is what we're going to use.
Nice and simple indeed. You know, I was making fun of myself about how my painting turned out last time. I feel like this is idiot-proof right here.
That's a really good description right there, so yes. So you can see we have the stencils here, and of course you can paint the background any color you want to, and then you get to simply apply the paint to the stencil, making sure that you don't use too much. So what we like to do is just take our sponge, our stenciling sponge we'll call it, and then you want to dab it on the plate because you don't want to have too much paint on there, otherwise it can sink underneath the stencil and kind of bleed off the edges. So, and then all you have to do is simply press gently on the stencil.
Going for the tapping technique?
Yeah,
here?
It's more of like a
dab?
stamping. Yep. We always tell people don't use a brush stroke motion or else you can sort of force paint underneath the stencil and not get a real precise letter. But we do different colors for this one. This is the Autumn Leaves and Pumpkins Please one. We actually did this last Friday and it was almost sold out. We had a lot of people do this one. And you can choose whatever color. I chose black because I thought it'd be easier for viewers to see what it looks like when we're done. But you can see how, you know, after even just a couple of minutes doing this, I can peel this off and that gives us that really nice, precise
I'm nervous
letter.
to look at mine. Let's go and take a
the
little
moment of
gander.
truth.
It's not too bad.
That's the way it's supposed to look. So I think you've got the hang of it.
Well, I'm going to keep on doing it because I need to ask you a few more questions here. Because this is fun. You know what makes it even more fun?
Wine.
Wine.
Yes, it does.
Yes. So how does that work when you actually go to Raise Your Brush? Do you have wine there? Is it bring your own wine sort of thing?
We actually have a bar. We have wine and beer for sale at reasonable prices, and that way you don't have to bring anything along with you other than your desire to get creative. So.
Have you ever seen anybody, you know, start off their painting and look really good at first, and then like 4 bottles of wine later, it just looked like a completely different painting? We
wouldn't serve anyone quite that much, but we've had a few people who maybe perhaps went out before they got to our studio, and that's occasionally they're not as happy with their artwork as they might have been, but of course they had fun as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, folks, make sure you are drinking responsible and you do have a designated driver, even if you are going out and doing some painting and having some wine as well. Hey, where are you guys located at so people can have some fun and try this out as well? Our
Centerville location is at 169 North Main Street. It's in the downtown area, right across the street from Benham's Grove. And in Troy, we're located at 7 South Market Street, also right there in the downtown area, very close to the square and next door to the Caroline, which is a popular restaurant.
Wonderful. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by.